I just have a compassionate message to Archbishop Gomez. Terry, a couple of years ago, we all watched the movie For Greater Glory.
I remember.
And it depicted the epic historical Mexican war drama.
Right.
Back in the 1920s.
Yep.
Where there was impassioned men and women, Catholic men and women in Mexico, that risked everything they had, Terry, their family, their faith, their country,
yep,
to stand up to a tyrannical government,
yep,
that of Plutarco Calles.
Yep.
And I'll tell you, one of the protagonists in the movie was General Gorostieta, played by Andy Garcia.
He did a good job, too.
He was a retired military general.
Yes.
Who witnessed, along with his family, the fall of Mexico into a violent civil war.
Yes.
And so he went from retirement and he went from being apolitical, irreligious. He went into becoming one of the most inspiring, self-sacrificing leaders of this ragtag resistance army called the Cristeros. And he ended up opposing the government, and he transformed this ragtag band of rebels into a heroic fighting force. Well, guess what, Terry? I'm asking Archbishop Gomez to be our General Gorostieta. We need Archbishop Gomez to come out and to rally us. I remember General Gorostieta, Andy Garcia, the last words, Terry, before the final battle. And this is what we need. We need Archbishop Gomez to stand in the breach with us and to lead us like a general. General Gorostieta said this, quote, "Today, we're going to send a message. Freedom is our home, our wives, our children, and we will defend it or die trying. Que viva Cristo Rey. You must remember, men will fire bullets, but God will decide where they land." Terry Barber and myself are asking, as faithful sons of the church,
amen,
for Archbishop Gomez to come out with us and lead us like a general. The last thing I'll say is this. When a Catholic bishop of the diocese that he has a mandate over, when a Catholic bishop prays chapter 3, the exorcism against Satan and the fallen angels over a city, Pope Leo XIII, Terry, he told us that a bishop's prayer over the city that he's in charge of, when he prays chapter 3, exorcism against Satan and the fallen angels, he says a bishop's prayer employed properly has the power to expel the devil's sway over any location, over any parish, and over any city. In other words, we need Archbishop Gomez to stand with us on that mountain overlooking Dodger Stadium and pray chapter 3. His prayer compared to ours, we fired, Terry, arrows in the air, maybe 22s and AR-15s. Archbishop Gomez, he fires cannons from a Navy ship. This is what happens when a bishop prays over the city he's entrusted. He drives demons out over the entire place. I'm done, Terry.
But think about what happened in 1949 in China. There was a cardinal who was Chinese that the Holy Father entrusted to becoming the first Chinese cardinal. And when the communists came in to challenge the Catholics and throw them into jail and persecute them, he took off and ran away to America. Yeah. And he hid in Chicago the rest of his life. He never stood up. And when he came to want to visit the Holy Father wouldn't see him, and he sent one of his secretaries down and said, ask him this question. Do you know why you wear red? No. Because you should be in China right now with your people in jail. You shouldn't be in America free. See, and this is why I think, Jesse, a lot of people think that this march, that this prayer vigil, that we're making reparation for the sacrileges that the Dodgers are doing. We can do it at the church. Some people want to go and pray. Hey, that's, fine. You can go pray. But you know what? We need the foot soldiers out there making a witness and reparation for these sacrileges, because I'm convinced, Jesse, if Catholic Church understood redemptive suffering, those guys would be all converted because of the prayers that people pray for their conversion. What's happened is we become too silent, Jesse, physically and also our spiritual life, too silent.